Hey everybody, Meteorologist Mike Slifer here in the First Alert Forecast Center, bringing you another First Alert Weather Extra. We're going to kick things off talking a bit about the showers that moved through tonight, another round of rain as we head into the weekend, and we'll end with a look ahead to some colder days. Your first alert certainly to needing that winter coat yet again. First Alert Live Radar shows a few lingering showers in the southeastern part of the state, but for the most part, the rain for us is done. You can very clearly see the back edge of that rain as we zoom out, and it is now moving into Rhode Island and we'll say the South Shore of Mass out to Cape Cod, Cape Islands. But for Connecticut, well, we still deal with the clouds and a little bit of fog, but otherwise the rain is just about done. Visibility down to a half mile in Chester, 4.5 miles in Torrington, 3 miles in Waterbury. We're at 5 in Meriden and New Haven. We're at 6 in Groton, 6 in Windsor Locks. So we'll take you to our ICAM in Mystic, so close to Groton. Our ICAM view certainly shows a bit of fog. Thankfully, temperatures are well above freezing, so we don't have that freezing fog aspect like we did last night. Here's our ICAM view right now overlooking Bradley International. 45 degrees, wind out of the south at 9 miles per hour. And we have been moving that relatively warmer air into Connecticut. With that, a little bit more moisture. And so you can certainly see here on our ICAM at Bradley, visibility is not great right now. It looks actually pretty good here in Waterbury, 46. Certainly wet, but as we mentioned, with 46 degrees as the temperature, no concern for anything frozen out there, which is great. So while visibility may be a little reduced and roads are certainly damp tonight, we don't expect significant impacts if you have plans to travel or be out. So, just something to keep in mind as we head through the remainder of the night. It is a Friday night, of course, so perhaps you have some plans to head out, or maybe you're out right now streaming on your phone through the free First Alert Weather app, and you want to head home later, get a sneak peek at the forecast itself, see what's actually going on outside. Here's a live look at our ICAM in Hartford, 48 degrees, wind out of the south-southwest at 7 miles per hour. Temperatures across the state are well into the 40s. Danbury, the warm spot, at 51 degrees. It is mild out there, unseasonably so. In fact, we actually could see temperatures climb a little bit more as the night goes on. At one point, we thought maybe this would be when we hit our high temperature, but now it looks like that could be after 11 o'clock, maybe midnight, and then the temperature will start to drop back down a little bit as we get into the pre-dawn hours tomorrow. And we will start the day off tomorrow back in the 30s for most of the state. But we don't expect any towns to end up below freezing, so slick spots are never a concern. Not only are we looking pretty good in that department, but we start the day off with some sunshine. So breaks of sun early on, the clouds thicken right back up. We're back in the mid-40s by lunchtime, and that's where we'll stay for the rest of the day. As shower chances rise, we'll likely see rain develop, we'll say between 3 and 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The showers continue through 6 o'clock and points thereafter. It's not until late tomorrow evening and into Sunday morning where things dry out. We'll give you the zoomed-in view of First Alert Futurecast, and then we'll take a look at the larger picture, the overall pattern and how it evolves here over the next few days. So the clouds thicken up pretty quickly. We're back to a mostly cloudy sky as early as noon tomorrow. It's not until, say, 2 or 3 o'clock where we start to see those first showers. You'll note the blue popping up in extreme northwestern Connecticut. We can't rule out a few flakes mixed in at the onset in the hill towns of northwestern and even northeastern Connecticut, but this is otherwise a rain event. We will see a transition over to rain everywhere. Wind is coming out of the east, not northeast, so that will help to bring that milder air into the state. And as we just showed you, temperatures will be above freezing. But look at the yellows popping up here. Bridgeport, New Haven, along the 95 corridor there. We are looking at the chance, at least, for some locally heavier rainfall. And that will be perhaps most prominent along the shoreline, especially through the evening hours tomorrow. So again, could make travel a bit difficult at times. Now, we will continue to see things improve by 9, 10 o'clock, and especially once we get past that point in time. Here's 11 o'clock tomorrow night. You'll also note that we still could see an isolated shower out there Sunday. So here's the bigger picture as the warm front lifts north, increasing our chances for rain. There goes the front passing just through Connecticut, and then the cold front moves in and takes over, sweeping out the moisture, and also bringing back breezy conditions for Sunday and brighter sky, but it also helps to usher in relatively colder air. So, we've been running above normal for the last few days, unseasonably so today, with temperatures well into the 40s. But looking ahead to Monday, that is our next big thing. We will be cooler. seasonably so. But when you factor in the wind, it's going to feel cold on Monday. While temperatures themselves will be in the 30s, we're expecting it to feel more like it's in the 20s. Again, this isn't anything that we haven't dealt with so far this season, and certainly not first alert weather day worthy. We're not expecting significant impacts, but we are just giving you the first alert that it will feel a bit colder out there on Monday. As we go through Monday afternoon, temperatures peak in the upper 30s. Tuesday, we're back into the 40s. Wednesday, we're in the 40s. Thursday, we have described as watching. So Tuesday is a mainly sunny day. It's a pretty bright day. The clouds increase a little bit later. Wednesday is a mainly cloudy day. Now, we can't rule out an isolated shower on Wednesday, but Thursday, it's going to depend on just how quickly a front moves through and a developing coastal storm, how quickly high pressure moves in, and whether or not that kicks it out to sea. What we do know for certain is that by Friday, temperatures will be back below normal. We're going 29 inland, 32 along the shoreline. So Friday will be the coldest day of the next 7. And while Thursday maybe has more potential to be breezy, if that breeze does pick back up on Friday, it'll make it feel just even colder. But let's take you through the timeline to get there. So there's that area of low pressure moving offshore Monday. In its wake, wind out of the northwest. We are windy. We are a bit colder. By Monday evening, things are starting to calm down a bit, and our wind quickly shifts to be southwesterly yet again. We'll have an area of low pressure, a clipper system dropping out of Canada, and that's going to enhance that southerly flow on Tuesday. Wind out of the south, bringing relatively milder air back into the state. Now, as we go through later Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll be watching another storm system approach, and it's that cold front that will move offshore before a second area of low pressure develops along it. If we fast forward to Thursday afternoon on our model comparison, you will note that both models here are showing a storm passing offshore. So this gives us an indication that perhaps the favored storm track will be away from Connecticut. It does not take much of a wobble, though, to bring the shower chances back into our state. We have 6 days to go. If we see a notable trend either way, we will be the first to alert you. But at this time, we're just watching Thursday. As we mentioned earlier in this first alert weather extra, perhaps we'll be dealing with maybe some breezy conditions out there Thursday too. We'll be watching that all very closely. Now, as we get to the 8 to 14 day outlook here, this is the 17th through the 23rd of January, that 6-day stretch that gets us into the, is that the third weekend of the month? Got to check my calendar here. Yeah, so it gets us through the third weekend of the month, almost to the fourth weekend of the month. And basically what this is showing is the shades of blue indicating a higher likelihood that temperatures will be remaining below normal. But the key to this is that we are already in what is typically the coldest stretch. Our average high is 35 degrees for the next 3 weeks. So this could mean more days in the lower 30s, more days in the 20s. We don't know the magnitude of the cold. What we know is that the pattern will favor things to be running a bit colder than normal. So just giving you the first alert that winter certainly is not done, which is not a surprise, and we still have a lot of January to go. Here we are right now. We have 3 red squares on the calendar, 48 for the Hartford area so far today, 44 yesterday, 39 on Wednesday. 3 days in a row above normal. We'll add 2 more red squares this weekend. Monday will be close, but we do expect it to be a little bit milder than normal. It's probably not until Thursday or Friday next week where the blue squares come back. And as we just mentioned, it looks like that could have some staying power. We've been adding a lot of green tiles to this graphic, and once the updated climate summary comes in late tonight, well, we'll do it again because we did see measurable rainfall out there today. What we have not seen is measurable snowfall. 2 inches so far this month, 8.9 inches last month. We'll see where everything shakes out here. We still have a lot of January to go. On average, January is our second snowiest month. February is our snowiest. And when it comes to daylight, you may notice that the second half of the day, we've gained about 20 minutes of daylight since our earliest sunset. So the sunsets are certainly getting later. And not only that, but the sunrises are now getting earlier too. We gained 49 minutes of daylight in the month of January. The rate at which we gain daylight will increase February into March and April. Those are the months where we gain the most daylight. So something to look forward to here is that if you like those later sunsets, they certainly are more noticeable. They're back in the 5 o'clock hour before January ends. And by the time February ends, almost 6 p.m. On the first alert 7-day forecast here, we have again, showers expected tomorrow in the afternoon and evening. We're breezy on Sunday. Can't rule out an isolated shower early on. Windy Monday, back to the 40s Tuesday and Wednesday. Some isolated showers possible Wednesday. We'll be watching Thursday very closely. This does it for our 9:30 First Alert Weather Extras. Now, as a reminder, beginning on Monday at 6:30 p.m., we will be streaming a half-hour-long First Alert Weather Extra. Connecticut's only show focused exclusively on weather. It is a true deep dive into everything weather related. We talk about statistics just like we do here. We talk about the forecast. We talk about maybe some of those longer term outlooks. So there's certainly a lot that we do cover and will be covering. We hope you'll join us Monday, 6:30. This will be a regularly scheduled program, 6:30 Monday through Friday. So every weekday you can expect that to be airing. And again, we do this as a deep dive. You'll see a lot of representation across the team. Chief Meteorologist Mark Dixon and I will be in studio, so be sure to join us then. We have some great things to look forward to. 6:30 on Monday. We will hope you'll join us then. And if you want to join us a bit sooner, you can join us on the Wax at 10 and Channel 3 tonight at 11. Have a good night.